and here I have my chart ready to present. This video is going to be really interesting because I'm going to show you how to create a people graph in Excel that you can use to present data in an amazing way. Hey, this is Puneet back again from ExcelChamps.com, and make sure to watch this video till the end. Now, let's get started. I need to install the extension or this add-in first. So for this, I'm going to go to my developer tab and then I will click on add-ins. And from here, I need to click on the store and I need to type people graph. And now when I hit enter to search, I get this adding at the top that is people graph. Now I need to click on add and then continue, and my add-in is installed. Now, this is the actual people graph, but without your own data. This is the sample data which is there in the graph. So what I'll do, I'll click on the chart and click on this small icon that says data. Now I'm gonna select my data and then I need to click on the select your data button. And here I have my chart ready to present. Now when I click on settings, I have few options. Basically type I can choose. Let's say if I change the type, change the the type of the chart. So this type is basically more like structure of the chart that you can change. You have three different options, and then when you go to themes, you have different themes that you can use, like red, black, yellow, and dark black with blue. And here in the shape section, we have icons that we can use. So if you want to change the icon from a person or from person to a box, so we can use it. Or if you want to go with watch, anything that you want. But the point is, in people's graph, you don't have much options to use or much options to change or customize, but it's still a great chart that you can use to present your data to your boss. You can actually use this chart in presentations because it looks really nice when you want to show something which is around the data that has to do something with people, like employee data, number of sales representative you have in your company, like that sort of data. Now, apart from using the people graph adding, you can also create your own pictograph that can act as a people graph whenever you're presenting data for your employees or any sort of data which is related to people. So creating this chart is pretty easy. All you need to do is you just need to insert a bar chart, but you also need an icon that you need to use within the chart. So I'm using this website called icons8.com, but you can just go to Google and find any site that you like and any icon that you want to use. And here I have these three icons that I'm going to use in my charts to show you how to create these pictographs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my worksheet, go to insert, and then go to bar chart, and here I have my bar chart. Now the next thing is to replace these bars with icons. So what I'll do, I'll click on the bars and then I'm going to go to the format data series. If you don't have format data series, you just need to use the keyboard shortcut Control+1, and then you need to go to fill, and from fill you need to click on picture or texture fill and then insert it, and then from a file, and then select the icon that you want to use. So I'm going to go with this icon and then click on insert. The moment you do that, you'll find that there is only one icon that is stretched out for the entire bar, but this is not something I want. So what I'll do, so I'll scroll down and I will select stack. Now here we have two options. One is stack and the second is stack and scale. Both of these options work pretty much fine, but you can choose any of these two which you think works best for you. But let me show you how these two options are different from each other. So when you click on stack, your chart will work as a dynamic chart. So if I change the size of the chart, you can see the count of icons will decrease, but the proportionate of bars with each other will remain same. But if I make this chart a little more wide, the count of icons will increase, but the proportionate still remains same. So If I go with the age group 36 to 40, I have 46, and 31 to 35, I have 57 employees. So you can see the proportion in between 36 to 40 and 31 to 35 is here we have less and more. And when I change the size, it remains the same. The proportionate and the difference remain the same, but the count of icon will decrease or increase according to the size of the chart. And in the same way, if I try to change the height of the chart, the icon will become little small, and the more I increase the height, the more the icons will become little big in size. Now when I change the option from stack to scale with, stack and scale with, I got an option to create a unit. So let's say if I want to use 5 employees for one icon, so what I'll do, I'll enter 5 here, and chart will use 5 employees for one icon. So the unit of one icon is 5 employees. So let's say for 20 to 25 or for 41 to 45, we have 23 employees. That means 4 units and 4 point somewhere 4.6 units. So that is why I have 4 complete icons and one icon, which is pretty much 60%. Now, there's one thing which is very important when you're using a pictograph as a people graph, that you need to add data labels for sure. Because when you use the icon, sometimes it's really hard for the user to see what is the actual unit of the data, what is the actual data that you're trying to present. So I'll simply go to chart design, go to add chart elements, and then go to data labels and use it outside end. And here I'm going to increase a little bit of the font size. I'll make it bold and use a different color, or maybe you can use any of the color you want. That's it. Now, in the same way, you can also use 2 different icons. So maybe if you have more bars, you can use different icons for every bar. So let's say, let me delete this and create a new chart here. I'm going to go to insert, again, 2D bar chart. Let me delete these. And now you need to select the single bar twice. And then you need to go to your picture and insert from file. And here I have the female icon that I want to use. And again, I'm going to go with stack and then double click on the male bar so that I can only select the male bar, the single bar. And then again, go to picture, insert from a file, and the icon that I want to use. And again, stack, or I can go with stack and scale with. And now, as I said, I need to add the data labels. I'll go with outside end. Oops, I need to select it again, and then chart design elements and outside end. Simply increase the size, and here I have this chart ready. So this is a small tweak in the bar chart that you can do to create a people graph and show this data in your presentations. So that's it for my side for this time. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'll be coming out with a lot of cool Excel tips and tricks and tips around using AI with Excel in coming weeks. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.